Hi, this is Jeff at tournamentbowl.com, and I'm here to show you how you can add all events to your tournament. And so we're starting with some events already set up. This is the Wilson U.S.B.C. City Tournament. And in setup, that brings us to our familiar stages over here. And all events is going to be a special kind of an event. That's the best way that you can think of it. And so we've already got some events set up, and this will be all events, and we'll set up scratch first, and handicap goes much the same way. That's a pretty long name right there. I think I'll just put AE for all events scratch. You could even get shorter than that, I bet, if you're clever about it. And the entry for that is $5. By the way, this tournament belongs to Justin Whitley, who graciously allowed me to use his login and set up his event form, so we can use it as a sample to learn from. Number of games to bowl, it's actually 9 because it's 3, 6, 9. And they're not going to carry any pins. The format is what makes it go. The format is going to be, you have to set that to all events. You can leave this blank. Of course, this is scratch. And so none of this even matters, except this. This really matters. Alibi entries, what that means is that it's alibi, is that you don't really bowl all events. The scores for all events come from other events, so we set this to yes. And in general, with Tournament Bowl, you can have events that bring the scores in from another event. Some people call them crossovers, some people call it side action. You could even do your side pots that way, but all events certainly works that way. Now, watch what happens. When we make the event, see this alert shows up over here, and it shows that there's some more work to be done yet. So we have to edit that event. You can edit any event by clicking the pencil here. When we edit our all events scratch, here's all of our information. Whoa, this is new right here, right? Because it's all events, we have to include which events to pull the scores from. And we also have to include which of their singles entries should we use, which of their doubles entries, because they might be in doubles twice or more than that. So either their first set bold or their highest set bold. Usually it's their first, but sometimes it goes to the second. Now, you can see we can't change this because it's a 3-game set, or it's 3 events and they're 3 games each. So that has to stay at 9. We don't have an option to change it. Now, the alert goes away and we're done. Okay, so let's do it again, only now we're going to do all events handicap. I'm getting some autocomplete help here, unless I mess it up. Now the handicap is based on 220 for this tournament, so we'll put in 90% of 220, and we'll put in bowler handicap by game, alibi yes, that's important, and we're going to make the event. We see our alert. We knew that was going to happen because we need to come over here and say which events are going to be included in all events handicap. It's all 3. I want to show you this as well. There's an additional method for how you can show your handicaps. You can do it directly from the events. That means whatever their handicap is in singles, it's going to use that. Whatever their handicap is from doubles, it's going to use that. Now that presumes that they're getting individual handicaps, that those events are done by game, which we did. So the most standard would be to just calculate everybody's handicap individually and then use that setting to pull their handicap from their events. So that's it. So now when you look at your standings, we've got singles, doubles, teams, and all events scratch, all events handicap. We're also going to have a separate roster right here for who's in all events, and that's where you can put them in. So if you have any questions about this, I'll be happy to help you. All you got to do is email me, Jeff at tournamentbowl.com, or of course you can always find us on Facebook, on the Tournament Bowl Facebook page, or you can hit me up personally on Facebook too. Happy to help you out. Have fun, everybody.